Hey, this is Joseph from Light Organ Records. I don't know what camera to look at, but welcome to 604 Verses. I'm here with Sleepy Gonzales.
Yo.
Hey.
Who are you?
Me, personally?
Sleepy Gonzales.
I'm Allie. This is Nick.
I play the bass, and sometimes they let me sing.
How do you decide that? Who gets to sing?
Whoever has the best song.
Yeah. Someone
Fight.
says, I have a song. You say, okay.
Okay, so is that like you get into the room and you like battle it out with, like, are you writing collaboratively or are you all bringing in your own material right now?
It's both. It's like, I feel like we used to just like play like the songs that like Christian and Ali would like play, or Benny wrote a lot of songs.
Okay.
Yeah,
It wasn't
even
I'm
me.
just talking about me, but like now it's like if someone has a song, we'll like jam it and like, like come up with our own parts for it, and then but I think it is both.
Does it happen where you come in with something and you're like, I wrote this song, but actually, like, I think Ali should sing it, or no, I've got to sing it, or any trade-off like that?
I think I usually just end up singing on everything. Even if it's a little bit. Like even on Nick's songs, they like pretty like little oohs and ahs and stuff.
All right. Let's go back a bit. So how the band got together, what started it, the name.
Yeah, so Nick wasn't there yet. He didn't exist in our lives quite yet. It was just me and Benny and Christian. We were in high school. And I like sang like all throughout high school, like all the talent shows and stuff. And then I got to be friends with the twins, and they had a song called Mexico that Benny wrote.
Okay.
And they were like, do you want to sing on this? And I like went to their room and they had a little setup. And then from there, like, I don't even think we really talked about it. We were just like in a band suddenly. And the name, I don't remember deciding on the name ever. Like, I don't even remember deciding. But I think it was from their dad. And they would like call them Sleepy Gonzales.
Okay.
Because they would be sleeping all day. And, you know, they're teenagers. And yeah. And then
Nick just appeared one day out of the
Nick
ether.
appeared out of nowhere.
I had concepts of bands happening and like lineup changes, and I was going kind of crazy. And then the person who my buddy Sarah, she played bass in my band, and she one day was like, I met these twins at school and we didn't need anybody, but we really needed just a drummer. And
Okay.
she was like, I met this guy at school and his brother plays the drums, so we're gonna jam with them. And I was like, sick. And then slowly, like, I stopped hanging out with her, and then I started hanging out with these guys, and then they asked me to play bass.
Right.
And that was
Yeah,
just kind of
Nick
it.
would like, they would practice like
Just punk music,
their punk
which was, like,
music in my
music.
parents' basement.
Okay.
And my mom was like, are you in this band? Like, why are they in the basement?
Wait. So Nick and his pals would come over to your house and jam in your basement.
Yeah.
And you'd just be like upstairs.
Yeah. And then
The first
eventually,
time I met Allie's mom, the first time I met Allie's family, I just like showed up to Allie's house, and I thought like, he's like, yeah, we have a jam space in Allie's basement. So I like went down there, and I was like, hi, I'm Nick, whatever. Went downstairs, and I'm just like screaming down in the basement, like playing guitar super loud. And I guess I was like rattling the house or something.
it was
but-
really loud.
That's like sometimes when you have a house, you get a family of raccoons that somehow music.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's kind of like
you
that.
had an indie band just
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah.
I think like one of those nights was like my birthday party, and the twins were like, can Nick come? And I was like, I guess. Like, I don't really know. I was like, I don't really know him, but okay. And then it's funny because Nick and I like got so close.
So you've been a band now for 7 years, 8 years?
I think it's
think
like
it's been, like,
literally
9
been
years.
like 10 years.
I think it's almost 10.
No, more than that, actually.
Oh, I think Sleepy G has been a thing
Sleepy
for
G.
over 10 years, but I've been in the band for over 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And what was the first record you put out?
Wait,
The
not-
Like,
first?
with this group? Yeah.
Depends if we count Sunday morning, but that was like,
That's a record?
yeah,
When was that? Sunday morning?
it was like an EP, I guess.
I have
but-
no idea what this is.
like doesn't know the lore. And then the first like full length was Lover, which we all recorded just on GarageBand, and
Okay.
yeah, it was like
Okay.
a little self-produced kind of thing.
Right. And how was that? Like, how do you feel now when you go back and listen to that record?
It sounds like different people, but also like so familiar because it has all the like, you know, core of who we are. but like I don't even recognize how my voice sounds. Like I can't sing like that anymore. It sounds like classic Sleepy G, even though we sound pretty different now.
Yeah, there's a real sort of like pulpy kind of surrealism to your music and very like improvisational and atmospheric. But there's also this like kind of punk rock edge. Is that a lot of your influence, Nick?
That's what Nick claims.
I mean,
he made us cool. That's what he said.
I think like when we first started playing live, it was like just kind of like we didn't like know what like it was gonna be like, and then the show like songs that like are on like Lover and stuff that are like you listen to them on the album, they're like really soft and they're just like kind of like folk music or lo-fi folk music. And then when we all like got on stage together for like the first few times, like it was like the energy was just like different. We were like jumping around and like, you know, like less than a year in, I'm like smashing guitars on stage and like we're just like getting after it and like knocking each other over. And like, so I think that was all of us. Like, I don't think I was the one who's like, all right, we're going to do this now. But like, I think it was just something that happened and like all four of us like hopped on stage together. We just like the energy was kind of wild.
And we hadn't really like played that much live before Nick joined because we like tried to get a bass player a billion times and couldn't lock one in. We played one show where we had like 5 different bass players because there wasn't one person that wanted
5
to
different during the same set.
Yeah, like, it was a 2-hour set.
I went to that show.
Yeah, Nick was there.
I like watched. I was
he
like,
wasn't one of the
there.
bass players.
I was like, not playing bass.
No, he wasn't.
I wasn't like jamming with them at that point. Yeah, I took a detour and tried to be a professional wrestler instead of being a musician, and then I stopped hanging out with everybody, and then I came back to music after, and I was like, let me jam with you guys.
We need to hear a little bit more about the professional wrestling.
No, it wasn't very long. I got hurt, I got injured, and then I just like quit. But I love wrestling, and I thought I could be a wrestler for a bit, and then I went back to.
Okay, because I was gonna comment on your live show is like really, really energetic and visceral, and like I think the last time I saw you play, I look over and Benny is holding his drumstick like in the middle of a stick and basically just punching his cymbal. And it's like chaos. You mentioned like smashing guitars. So I guess the question is, when will you finally marry the chaos of your live set with professional wrestling?
I've been trying to do that, man. I want to do a music video with like wrestling so badly.
Yeah, he's brought this up multiple times.
I want to like wrestle somebody in a ring for the music video. I don't even care what song it is. I just thought that's my dream, is to be in the ring for a music video.
Do you have a signature move?
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. So I was the only person to do this at the camp I was at, but I jumped off the top rope and did like a sideways flip and landed and did like an elbow drop on the mat. It was awesome. And the guy was like, never do that again, because it was like low ceilings and stuff. I was like, I have an idea for a move.
I feel like Sleepy Gonzales would also be a sweet name for a signature wrestling move.
I think so
That's a
too.
good idea.
I think so too.
Yeah.
You'll have to fight Benny for that one though.
We can work on something.
He wants his name to be Sleepy Gonzales.
Me and Benny could be a tag team. We're luchadors.
Okay. Yeah. So Nick sees the show with 5 bass players. He's like, fuck this, I can take all those, and crushes them, and now he's in the band. Yeah. What's the next piece of the puzzle for you?
What did we do? We played shows like every weekend, like 3 days a week.
Oh wow.
Practice
what kinds of shows were you playing?
Everywhere.
Like house parties?
Anything, like anything. Played for like 3 people at Lana Lou's on a Wednesday. Like we did everything that we could. Like 333, Static Jupiter, like those venues that don't exist anymore. And we did practice Monday to Friday. And if we didn't have a show on Saturday, but we usually did, we'd practice on the weekend too. And the weekend practices would be like 6 hours sometimes.
Sure.
Just all day long. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday shows for like 2 years, 3 years, just nonstop. And then I want to like give a lot of the credit to like us like getting anywhere to like Lucky Charms, I think. I don't want to say like that was it, but like when Lucky Charms came out, it was like, people I didn't know were like covering it and stuff like that. That was really cool. And like we started playing like bigger shows, I guess.
We went on tour. We did like a little tour.
Yeah, we used to go. Yeah.
Oh, what was the first tour like?
It was fun.
It was really fun.
Like, we played for like 3 people a show, probably.
Some shows were bangers. Some shows were duds for sure. Our buddies came with us, so it was really fun.
Yeah.
We like tagged along.
We went. We went to like the sand dunes. Where was that?
That wasn't me.
You didn't go to that?
That was before. That was when you guys
Okay,
went
wait,
to.
I'm getting mixed up.
Oh, in Saskatchewan.
No, in
Like
Oregon.
Oregon.
In Oregon.
Oh, Oregon,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We went on a tour, playing songs for like Dana and stuff and Lucky Charms. We didn't have anything else coming out yet, right?
Yeah, we didn't have.
It was just like we took the truck and we like went down the coast, like back and forth with our buddies. And then that tour was kind of like just to like get like a taste of like what we're actually doing. And then did we go on another tour after that, or was like we went with Backseat after?
Yeah, it was that one, and then
Yeah, we went on like a little like
Backseat.
tour with just us and like had a great time. It was a blast. Just like drink tickets and like random motels and stuff like that. And like it was really fun, man. I was like stoked to just like do that. Like I can't believe like me and my friends are riding down, like doing all this crazy shit together. And then then we played with the Backseat Lovers from Utah, from Salt Lake City. They came to Avant Garden and they like asked if we could play with them.
Oh, that little place in Vancouver.
Yeah.
we
back
met
in the
them
day.
there.
Yeah. And I was
showed them
like,
around.
it was like a Wednesday or Thursday. And I was like, I don't want to fucking play a Thursday. Like, it's
we
stupid
almost
as
didn't do
hell.
it.
Like, and then we played the show. It was packed and it was awesome. And then like half a year later, they like invited us on their tour. And that tour was insane because it was just like sold out shows and like clubs and like House of Blues and like all those crazy places. And that was fucking awesome too, because I was just like insane every night, like rock and roll. Yeah.
Yeah, we felt like rock stars.
Yeah, that was we got spoiled.
We show up,
man.
we're like full crowd.
Yeah.
Like we just show
You just
up
walk
every
on
day.
stage and people are like, yeah, you don't
They don't
even
even
do
know who we
anything yet.
are.
Like, wow, it's
Yeah.
great. Well, you don't even have to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was awesome.
It was like 2 months long.
Yeah, it was it felt like all summer, but it was good. And then we went on another tour after that, and that was awesome. Yeah, I don't know.
How did that change you, like as a band, in terms of your friendships and your relationship creatively and personally?
The touring?
Yeah, getting into that part of being in a band. You
Yeah.
can go either way.
Yeah, I think like we always spent a lot of time together, but that was like a new level of like your house is the van and like you have no time to yourself pretty much. So just like being extra patient or you like go crazy.
Relying on each other, like
Yeah.
blindly relying on each other. Like Benny knows I have to do this thing at like 5:00, and like we haven't talked all day because like we're running around. But like there's like the trust and stuff, and like after a while, like pulling up to the venue and like unloading, sound check, like you don't even have to talk to each other, kind of thing. Everyone just knows like what the mission is, and like so I feel like like there's parts of it where you're like, oh, I fucking hate this person. Like we're in the van with this person all day, pisses me off, like whatever. And then there's the other part of it where it's like 100% like trust and like, you know, like if something happens, like I got this person's back 1,000%. Like it's like family. We just spend so much time. We lived together too before we went on tour in the van. We like lived in a house together. So it wasn't that like we already spent like every day together already. So it wasn't like a big deal to be in the van. It was different because we're like all like 2 feet away from each other. But it wasn't that different because we see each other all the time. And yeah.
Definitely like one of the coolest, if not the coolest thing that's ever happened to us.
Yeah, for sure. It was
like
bad.
I look back on that tour all the time.
That was sweet.
Yeah.
Spoiled.
Are you
Yeah.
so are you still living all together or not anymore?
No,
We're
we
all separate.
We all live in our own pads now.
So how did that change things for this record?
It's different for sure. This is
yeah.
the most different record.
Like we've always, I was saying like to Nick on the way here, like we've always had kind of like, okay, this one, like you might be able to tell Allie wrote this one Nick wrote, like it's like more punk or like, you know, it's always been like a mixture, but I feel like it's like way more that we're leaning into that. And like we each like contributed something to each song still, but like Nick wanted to like call it mixtape because it like feels more
We're calling it Blank Memory Case.
Yeah.
It's the song Ali wrote called Blank Memory Case. I think it's gonna be like the first song on the record maybe, but yeah, like to me it sounded like it sounds like a mixtape like you just like make for one of your buddies as random music on it, like different kinds of songs and stuff. But it's still like when you listen to it, like you can still hear like it's Sleepy Gonzales for sure. But there's like I feel like maybe like one song might not like be super similar to like the next song on the record.
Okay.
But
yeah.
yeah, I think that it's cool. I think that like it sounds still like like super organic and like raw, and like we still worked together on everything. Like everyone like touched everybody's song and like did something on everything. Like so that, like, yeah, it was cool to write like this though, and like make the album like this, where it was like, oh, I wrote, like, we just like pick songs that we all have and we're like, let's put these on the record, and like that's how it kind of came to be, I guess.
And less like, we like layered less. Like Nick was saying, it's the least synthy album we have.
Right. Did you do this one kind of a bit in a studio, a bit at home? Like how?
It was mostly at Harley's studio.
Oh, okay, right.
Small.
Harley Small.
Yeah.
Right.
We did
Legendary.
a couple things at home, but
Yeah, he's a cool spot. It actually burnt down the studio.
Oh, I heard about that.
And we have the only album ever recorded in that studio.
yeah.
We burnt it. We burnt it down.
He was in the Dayton Boots building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So it didn't burn down, but it like
Yeah.
total
The water
smoke,
destroyed the whole studio.
destroyed, yeah.
Yeah. Harley sent us the files and was like, just so you guys know, this is the only album ever made in the
We're
studio.
like, that's kind of sick, but I'm
was like,
sorry.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
not great for the studio. Not.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks.
So when you kind of think about this record and like going back to Lover, like, do you see, is there a thread kind of that carries through all the music you've written and recorded, and something that kind of connects you to that first record, to the one you've just finished?
Yeah, like I feel like our music has always been really lyric based. And so that hasn't changed from Lover to now. Like each album, especially Mercy Kill, kind of like was that bridge between everything, where it was kind of like a mix of everything. And then this one is like full out,
Yeah.
total mix of all of us.
I feel like our music's always kind of been like this ADHD kind of like throwing paint on the wall and like coming up with like, so I feel like this album, like, I think this album sounds like really fucking good. Like I think it's the most different thing we've done, because usually like we all sit and together and like we'll all be like, what are you doing there? What are you like? But like this one's like, this is my song, this is what we're gonna play. Like this is like, everyone's still coming with their own parts, but it's very like songs were like written like before. So, yeah.
And you've also always been really connected to the visual parts of the band as well, like from the album art to photos to videos. And do you have thoughts about that part of this album? Are there themes or things you're looking at doing for this record visually?
Well, Nick wants to do his wrestling music video. What song would that be for?
It doesn't matter.
I was revisiting the video for a Couch Song the other day.
Yeah,
and I was
it was
like, this
awesome.
is like an awesome video. There's some great shots.
Yeah.
It got put
the
up in
bouncy
a,
castle bit and like,
what is it? What would it?
Like a film.
A music video film festival.
Yeah.
that
Oh, no
they
kidding.
It was
picked
like
up.
nominated
In
for like one of the
Toronto.
top ones or
Did it
something.
win?
I don't know. I don't think it's
It
happened
won.
yet.
It won.
It won.
We have an
I think
award
it
at
got
home.
first.
It's sick.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good video. That was cool. The worst part was everyone was like jumping on my bed, and I was like, ugh.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're like, what if we all fell backwards on Nick's bed?
Because I was
He's
the
like,
only
no,
made bed in
no.
the house. My bed was made nicely. It's clean.
I mean, I will share as well. We actually, I think I maybe wrote you about this. We got in, not in trouble, but Factor wrote us because I think the Freaking Out video maybe had some like
Murdery?
violence or something.
A bit of murder
So like
vibes.
usually they're like always after us, like you have to put Factor on everything, and they call us like, take it off. I'm like, wow, this
artists.
never happened before.
It was just wine and cocoa powder. It wasn't real blood.
Nobody was harmed in the
But
making
in
of
that,
the video.
for that video, we rented an Airbnb, and
Oh, yeah.
I go upstairs. The toilet seat cover is ripped off. There's what looks like blood all over the bathroom, and I'm like, guys, we're renting this place.
Well, the guys like beat the shit out of each other. Christian and Benny were like wrestling each other, like dragging each other around
Then
the
we watched the
bathroom.
footage. We're like, oh my
There's
god,
blood everywhere. Honestly, when I watched the video, I was like, oh god. Like I was that kind of like,
we got something
and
out
I
in
love
that,
that kind of
video.
shit. I love like all the horror movie stuff, whatever. But like I was like, this is a little, I was like kind of worried. Well, yeah, it was cool. That was really fun though. Like,
It was
we
fun.
did an Airbnb and like had all our friends over for dinner and stuff, and just like shot
Yeah.
the video. And I used a lot of those shots, like just random like 3-second shots for like my video I made for Destroyer that was on Mercy Kill, and it was just like little like clips throughout like the process that I used to like put that together. But yeah, that was great. That was funny. Factor, we're sorry. Please
Sorry
still give
for
us
the
money.
art. I'm sorry.
Please give us money.
And so do you like hoping to do similar things with this record, get really involved? Or are there
Yeah.
directors that you think you want to work with or anything like that you've thought about?
We've been talking about videos. I've been talking to like the twins' brother, actually, Blake. He does a head full of rocks. That's his thing. He does like theater and stuff. And he like crochets like costumes and all this crazy shit.
wow.
And I recently saw his play. So I like we have a song on the new record called Creepin'. It's like a little weirder song, I guess. But like I would thought like having like a weird horror movie kind of vibe to that like video, and like maybe having him like do some like crochet like monster like, but that's just an idea. I don't really
Yeah. Less bloody. Less bloody.
yeah, no more. We don't do the blood as much unless we do a
Scary,
wrestling
right?
video. Then we're gonna do the blood.
Have you ever gone to the sort of more like amateur wrestling things they'll have at like
I love them. Yeah. I'm a huge wrestling nerd. Like I know, like I can talk about wrestling for hours, man. I used to go to the thing, and they would like let the little kids like run in the ring before the show. And I would get my dad to like take me early so I could like run around and like beat up other kids.
I've never been to see wrestling.
Me neither.
Yeah.
We should
I would go. I
We
would
should
go.
go. They do it at
Yeah.
the what's that place? The Wise Hall.
Oh, the Wise Hall.
The Wise Hall,
Right.
and it's like $10, $15.
Yeah, that to me seems like there's like the Vince McMahon, like big kind of stadium thing. But then, yeah, you can go see stuff just at like the Russian community
Yeah.
center.
Yeah, it's
Punk rock.
awesome.
It's punk rock. It's badass. Dude, I love wrestling.
Okay, tell me a little bit about Jay Chillin and how you're gonna actually take over this podcast.
So Jay Chillin is like, it's very loose. It's raw. It's like, we don't have anything. We usually like, other than having a guest on the show, it would be like, hey, does your band want to come on? Or like our friends, a lot of our friends are musicians. Other than having a guest on the show though, it's like, we don't know what we're going to play. We don't really know what we're going to talk about. It's just like current events kind of. And like me and Benny just like rambling, like doing stupid bits to each other. And people don't know if the show is on the air sometimes, or if it's just like we're having like technical difficulties and stuff. That's the show. That's all part of its art. It's a live breathing art piece that's on the air every Wednesday 9 to 11 at CITR 101.9. And yeah, we're hoping to like do more of like a podcast thing, because like we like want to just do more wild stuff. And,
Okay.
yeah, not get in trouble at college radio, government radio. Yeah, no, they're awesome. UBC's been like so great to us, and yeah, it's awesome, man. We have like just cool like artists come in all the time, and play live, jazz, country, everything, punk rock. It's cool. I don't know how to describe it. Just two stoners, the studio.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What are you two listening to right now?
McGee.
Who?
McGee.
McGee.
How do you say
I
his
don't know.
name?
Okay.
Is that how you say it? McGee?
McGee.
That's it. I listen to McGee. I listen to Black Flag. They put a new live album.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's new. I just found it.
Is this? Yeah, because don't they have like a kid kind of singing for them right now?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
So it's like an old live record that they. Okay.
I can't do that. I don't know what's going on with them anymore.
There's some Spanish language songs on the new record too, aren't there?
Yeah, and a Portuguese song.
And a Portuguese song. Oh, I didn't catch that one.
Yeah.
Who's singing the Portuguese song?
Nick.
Ah,
Yeah. My family is from Portugal,
okay.
and I don't speak Portuguese well, but I tried to write a song in Portuguese.
Okay.
Yeah, and the song's cool. Like it's like hard to listen to now, because some of the lyrics I like would call my grandma and be like, "How do I say this?" And she would like tell me and like make fun of me, and like. But then she passed away, and now I have this song that I have to listen to a bunch of times now. So it's kind of shitty.
No, I'm sorry.
But it's a good song, so I'm glad that it exists. But yeah, it means a lot to me. But it's like, it was like one of the songs that's like, it's such an old song, but I was like, it has to be like exactly how I like want it to be. Otherwise I can't put it out. So shout out Harley, man. for helping me find it. And
It's like the most relaxing song on the whole album.
yeah, it's really smooth.
Got like seagulls. There were like seagulls in the skylight, the whole
okay.
record. So they're
Yeah.
kind of like
Sounds
dispersed
like you're
throughout
at the
it.
beach.
But that one, you're at the beach, yeah.
Yeah, and there's like a wave at the end. Whoosh.
Yeah.
And an accordion, because it wouldn't be a Portuguese song if there was no accordion. I wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
And Christian singing the Spanish language songs.
It's Benny and Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Benny's song, Bad Hombres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Title's funny. Named it because Donald Trump was like, we got to keep these bad hombres out of here. And I was like, you should call the song Bad Hombres.
So if you could like hope that when the record comes out, people are listening to it, like what are you hoping they might take away from it into their lives?
Just fucking do it, you know? Like we're still doing it. We're putting music out. It's like, I don't know. I feel like we haven't like, we still make the fucking like bangers and we're putting out live shit that's going to be played live. That's exciting. And it's like loud and there's energy and
I think like except where you're at, you know,
yeah.
we could have like picked it apart to try to make it like feel a little more cohesive along the board. But like, I think we just accepted like, hey, this is where we're at as a band. This is what we made. Like Slow Apocalypse, for example, like all across, it's kind of like similar vibe. But this one, we're like, it's okay.
We wanted
This
to
is
be
where we're at.
like not stripped back to where it was like a country kind of sounding thing, but like we wanted it to be more like this is the song. Like when something sounds good, like you just like this is it sounds good. Like that's how.
Less produced.
yeah,
like
like,
we
that's how
could
we
play
wanted
it
it
kind of
to
how it
be.
is.
You kind of mentioned how the previous record, there were lots of layers and lots of synths. Like, was it sort of in your mind? Like, it's very easy to get carried away with the amount that you can do with on the recording now.
Yeah, you can add like a billion layers. And, yeah,
and like
that's cool sometimes.
everything you add to a song can sound cool, like by itself. Like, oh, this piano sounds so cool. Let's throw this on there. But like once you listen to the song, it's like 100 layers in the song. It's kind of just like
a lot more like one take of things.
Yeah.
Like I did like a piano take on Nick's on the Portuguese song, and
done.
we're like, yep, that's good.
That's it.
Don't question it.
I don't think I did more than 3 like vocal takes for like I sang 3 songs on the record, and I think I did like maybe them all like twice or like maybe 1 3 times. And we were just like, fuck it, it's like good. That's what it sounds like. That's how my voice sounds. They let me put 3 songs on it this time.
Not just one at the
Not
end.
just one. I have now
They're in the middle, too.
I have 4 Sleepy G songs now.
You got the well, actually, Benny was mentioning earlier, Slow Apocalypse 5-year anniversary.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not sure
Yeah.
when this will actually come out, but that was such a great record as well. And it came out at obviously such a crazy time. I always thought like that came out in 2020, basically. And then it was like the whole title of the record, everything just really fit with what was happening in the world.
Yeah, for real. We didn't even like mean
that
to
wasn't
do
planned.
that.
It was just like, holy shit.
We started it like right before all that happened,
And then Slower Apocalypse, which actually is a rad listen for anyone watching that hasn't checked that record out. That was maybe a year or 2 afterwards. That it's sort of tangent now, but that whole period too, you had all this peripheral stuff like New York Sludge and like this other sort of like music. Is there still kind of that stuff happening in the background with everybody?
Oh,
yeah,
for sure. I think we just like to, I think we all like change all the time as artists and stuff and like make stuff, and like the New York Sludge. I don't know about the Slower Apocalypse, but the New York Sludge one, we made that like on tour. Like we had like maybe 2 weeks off. But anyways, we Christian like set up some stuff in like our buddy's garage and like was recording stuff, and then we just had like field recordings.
Yeah,
and
like
then
sending voice memos.
we like
from
made
tour.
a buddy in Nashville who had a studio, so we like recorded some of that stuff there and like just random instruments. And I think there's like, we really like to like experiment and like make stuff like that. And then we also like to make like songs that are like
Can sing along.
Like songs
too.
catchy and pop songs and like have
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, there's this I think I heard Tom Waits describing his music one time years ago where he said he likes to think of like the way he thinks of a song is like the way you might see the world if you're viewing it through a fish tank. And sort of on the other side of the tank, you can still see the chair and television set or whatever, but it's sort of just distorted and kind of, and a lot of your song writing, I sort of reminds me of that, because there's this beautiful song and then it's just got this like material like around it and hung off of it that gives it this sort of weird kind of surreal sort of sound, which is really interesting.
That's really cool.
There's like a song on that one that's like a part of a song that I was writing at the time and a part of a song that Ali was writing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then those are like on one single track on like New York Sludge, but they like weren't like fully like fleshed out concepts, but they were like two like really like sweet sounding like melodic things that are just like in this like fucking weird like warpy like
where are we kind of
sound thing. And just to make stuff. We just like making stuff. The art, we make the album art, we make the videos, we make the music. Like we just like to do shit like that. Yeah. It's been awesome to have all that and like to be able to do this. It's been fucking sick. It's been a wild ride. Sleepy G.
For real.
I guess on that note, thanks. Blank memory case.
Blank memory case.
Coming soon.